Hello folks, and welcome back to True Crime Phenomenon. This is Josh coming back with another Jeremy Dewitte video. Real quick, just to get some housekeeping out of the way, I'm going to be gone from July 4th to the 14th. I'm going to do my best to put out as many videos between now and then so I can kind of sprinkle them in while I'm gone. I'm also going to be covering another topic. I'll be doing a poll here in the next day or two, 4 or 5 different people you want me to cover for a long form story. Please let me know what you think down in the comments about that. If you like more long form or if you like short form, and which topic you'd like me to cover once I put out that poll. Now, to give you a little bit of background introduction into Jeremy Dewitte, he's a serial police impersonator going all the way back to 1998 when he was first arrested for impersonating a police officer. While in the Police Explorers program, he showed a Police Explorers badge to a gas station attendant, which therefore let him go, saying he would come back and pay $14 worth of gas, which he never did. So he ended up getting a felony for that conviction. Now, there's a deep background into this story. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to be doing an overview story, but you can always check out my Jeremy Dewitte playlist or my Dewitte Vidler Internal Affairs playlist. Alright, this video is an interview with Sgt Justin Wall with the Professional Standards Division and Detective Michael Warner, and it takes place on May 10th, 2021 at 2:32 p.m. Now, Michael Warner is a sworn officer, a detective with the Florida Department of Financial Services and Bureau of Insurance Fraud. Boy, that's a big name. And it's regarding several allegations, one being Vidler caused this investigation, and the investigation is based on a video of an accident which prompted Detective Warner to start an investigation into possible insurance fraud. Now, this investigation was self-initiated from the investigator, and it's currently an active, or at least at this time, it's an active investigation. So, I'm not going to get too much more into that. We're going to be covering more of the insurance fraud. As Jeremy approaches his release date, this is something that's very curious to everybody out in that Jeremy Dewitte community and sphere, wondering, is he going to be arrested again for another crime and never let out of prison, or at least not for a while? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, comment down below. Let me know if you think he's getting out or if you think he's staying in. I'm not quite sure. Catch you on the other side.
I'm Sgt Justin Wall of the Orange County Sheriff's Office Professional Standards Section. Today's date is May 10th, 2021, and the current time is 2:32 p.m. This interview is being conducted at the Office of Professional Standards located at 2500 West Colonial Drive. I'm interviewing. Can you just state your name and who you work for?
Sure. Mike Warner, detective with the Florida Department of Financial Services, Bureau of Insurance Fraud.
Okay. And Detective Warner, are you aware that I'm recording this interview?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone threatened, coerced, or offered you any preferential treatment to give this statement?
Absolutely not.
Are you under the influence of drug or alcohol that may impair your testimony?
No, sir.
Okay. Raise your right hand for me so I can put you under oath. Do you swear affirm the testimony you are to provide will be true and correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So as we spoke briefly on the phone before you came down here, I'm conducting an administrative investigation into the conduct of our employees as it relates to a Mr. Jeremy Dewitte, and Mr. Dewitte has brought forth several allegations, and one of them is dealing with his dealings with insurance companies. And so I'm just here to try and gain a better understanding of what you know regarding the insurance allegations that
Sure.
Mr. Dewitte's brought forward. So how did you learn of Mr. Dewitte?
Sure. So I've known about him since I worked for the Sheriff's Office back in 2014, just from the information bulletins that were sent out at the time. Since then, I've seen him, the YouTube videos that he posts, and just as far as the internet goes, seen his videos there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And just real quick, what is your responsibilities with the agency you work for?
Sure. State law enforcement officer assigned to the Bureau of Insurance Fraud. So the squad that I'm on is assigned to auto insurance fraud. So we investigate all claims of auto insurance fraud relating from fraudulent application fraud, car crashes that maybe only happen on paper, folks that get medical treatment after the car crash that maybe weren't in the car, or in some cases people that crashed into each other on purpose and then they're paid off by the chiropractors, and the whole scheme of of all of that.
Okay. Are you a sworn law enforcement officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so you conduct actual criminal investigations
Yes, sir.
into these type of things. Okay. And so how did your investigation into Mr. Dewitte begin?
Sure. This was a self-initiated case from a video of Mr. Dewitte at a crash scene.
Stay there, sir. Jeremy has to drive at high speeds because he's got movers on his 6. You know, he's got heavy oncoming, hard and fast.
I need bikes up here. I need 2 bikes now.
I need units here now.
Fucking Fairbanks.
Get to me. Get to me. Come on, Jeremy. You gotta tell him.
Watch, I got these 2 cars trying to pull out.
I need you to take my spot. Okay, there goes his brother, Dylan, I believe. I believe his brother's going to get in an accident. There he was. He was just in an accident. Did you see that? Let's watch it again. I'll just show you. Boom, he just got hit by a taxi. Jeremy does not check on his brother. Instead, he pulls in here to yell at the taxi cab driver.
No, he's not okay. You're in a funeral. You just cut through. Stay right there.
Now, Jeremy's going to call 911 and report a false accident and pretend that he was the one that was injured. He's going to tell his brother to get the heck out of there. That way they can pull this insurance scam against this taxi cab company. It's a big payday for Jeremy. This is 100 times what he's making for the funeral for the
Is
day.
this Winter Park PD? Yes, hi. I'm at the ABC Liquor. We're a funeral escort agency. Amir's taxi
State
cab
certified.
just hit my motorcycle. He just hit my motorcycle. I have him stopped at ABC Liquor right now. I need a unit, please, and also an ambulance. I have an officer down.
I have an officer down.
Right next
Love
to
it.
Performance Bicycle at right by Howell Branch. I'm sorry, at Winter Park Village. Winter Park Village.
I repeat, officer down.
Okay, I need you over here. Come here. Yeah, he's good. Thank you.
Jeremy is totally unconcerned with his brother's well-being. Even the people in the funeral are like, "Is he okay?" And Jeremy's like, "Yeah, he's fine." And then, but he doesn't ask his brother if he's fine.
Stay. Be careful. It's one of the officers.
High risk.
One of my guys. Hey, he's 32. He just went down. Ma'am, I can't. I've directed traffic. I just need vehicles here, please. Okay? Thank you. Dylan, I need you to come here.
His only concern with his brother is let's get our story straight for this insurance scam we're going to pull, you know? I'm making $500 on this funeral today, but this insurance scam is going to pay $15,000. So let's get our story straight, okay?
I need to know if you're okay. If you're okay, go over to my motorcycle, get your helmet on, and stay over there. I don't care. You just do what I'm.
Dylan's like, I'm injured. My hands are hurting. I can't. I'm in shock. And he's like, I don't care. Go put your helmet on. Go stand by my motorcycle and pretend you're me. If you're wondering why Jeremy told Dylan to leave the scene, there are 2 stories to choose from, according to Jeremy. 1, Dylan was under the influence while he was riding, or Jeremy had to play the victim because his personal auto insurance wouldn't cover any accidents during business use. I think both those stories are accurate. But story number 3, what Jeremy won't tell you, is that he's going to get paid from this.
No, I don't have any serious injuries. The bike took all of it. My boss didn't realize how bad. He thought I was hurt because I was laying on the ground.
Okay, all right. Is this the person you were right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. So are you sure? I already have an ambulance in now.
Yeah, you can cancel it. I just shook up right now.
When you went down, what did you get on the left side?
On my back here.
Nobody's thinking, they pulled the old switcheroo.
That pretty much, I stayed tight on the bike, so.
I stay tight on the bike.
You've got a vest on, you're confident and have your neck. What's coming? You want to take it out of the hospital? Good, right? Yeah, rest here, man. You might as well. It's up to you. Well, you know yourself better than we do.
No, I'm good. I'll stay. I'm good.
We'll help you.
I don't know if it's going to run now, though.
You ready? Okay, got it. Fix hands down.
It's a perfect scam because nobody here is the wiser.
Okay, let's see if I.
In the video, he claimed to have Esurance as his insurance provider, and from what I do, I'm aware that Esurance doesn't issue commercial motor vehicle policies, so I knew that either he was lying about his insurance or he had provided false information on his application.
Okay. And when you say self-initiated, what does that mean?
So most of our cases come from the insurance companies themselves. They'll conduct reviews. They have special investigators, which are not sworn. They work just for the insurance folks. That they'll do their whole investigation. If they think there's fraud, they'll refer it to where I work. And most of our cases come from there, but once in a while, there's self-initiated cases that are truly kind of rare for what we do, because most of our cases do come from the insurance companies.
So typically, for instance, Esurance, in this case, would have worked their own in-house sort of civilian investigation.
Exactly.
And then if they feel like they can pursue it criminally, they would contact you?
Exactly.
Okay, and that's typically how most of your cases come forward?
Definitely.
And so in this one, self-initiated, did you self-initiate?
Yes, sir.
Did you just happen to be watching YouTube one day?
Yes, sir.
Or?
I don't know if it was Facebook or YouTube, but I saw the video on there. I don't remember the date. I have to get my case file, but it was him at a crash scene. And I don't know if he was talking to a trooper or whoever it was investigating the crash, and he was talking about having Esurance. And I'm aware that Esurance doesn't write commercial policies, so there's no way that his fleet of marked cars can have a policy that's issued by.
Did anybody contact you to advise you that they had seen this, or you saw it yourself?
I just saw it.
Did Sgt Vidler? Do you know Sergeant Keith Vidler in the sheriff's office?
Sure. I know him after I started this. So when the case first started, part of my initial review, our analyst does a criminal history. And I looked on the CCIS and saw that there was a criminal traffic citation for insurance. So I thought that might have some relevance to what I'm doing. So after the case was initiated, we already had a case number assigned. I reached out to Sergeant Vidler since his name was on the citation.
Okay. And so, had you heard of Sergeant Vidler prior to that?
No, sir.
So that was the first time that you learned of Sergeant Keith Vidler?
Yes, sir. I reached out to him via email, and I can... You mind if my LT is calling? Do you mind if I just take this real quick?
Sure.
LT. I'm doing the interview now. Yes? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So they heard back from, I guess, the captain. He doesn't want me to talk since it's a criminal investigation.
Okay.
So that's what that phone
Since
call
it's an
was.
active criminal investigation
Yes, sir.
into Mr. Dewitte?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I can tell you, as far as what we've talked about, in absolutely no way did anyone from the sheriff's office or any other law enforcement agency contact me. It was something I saw. Again, I can't say for sure if it was YouTube or Facebook. Now there's videos that kind of come up all the time. And
Okay.
I was familiar with Jeremy just from his long history of always posting videos. Knew a little bit about his company. I've actually seen them. They've on 50 one time several years back. I know they have a whole fleet of marked cars, and I knew there was no way that somebody that has a fleet of marked cars that uses them for business can be insured under a personal insurance.
And that was the case here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So do you want me to ask you more questions, or
Unfortunately,
you're
LT says.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can go ahead and conclude the interview then. The current time is 2:39 p.m. and that concludes the interview.
Boy, that one came to kind of an abrupt end. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.